For years, the best have fought for glory.
Oh, that's amazing!
You've got to be kidding me!
Oh, what? Stopping double from Cold! What is going on right now? How does he do this?
Players sacrificed everything for a shot at greatness. Some reached it, most didn't.
When you see them cry, it's like, you know why they cry, and I don't know, I know how they feel.
Losing the major, and this one, it's two big trophies in CS that I would love to have.
Few would reach their dreams, but those who did would savor in the glory.
But are you serious? What is that? You can't do that simple. That's not allowed. This is not FPL.
Unbelievable from Zippix. He is the clutch.
And he's gonna peek out and he's gonna win it! 1 versus 5.
But a rare few didn't just win, they dominated, making victory look inevitable.
Oh, and another one. Oh, and a third.
This is the story of Counter-Strike's Titans. Our journey starts in 2000 and Counter-Strike 1.6 just released. This is back when an esports event meant 12 dudes sweating in your friend Dawson's garage because his parents were getting a divorce and did not care what he did.
You have your LAN party, your LAN party,
High-speed internet. You don't even know what it is,
I
really?
don't.
But that garage LAN, it started paying rent. The best players were now making money doing what they loved, playing a game that would define a generation. The first Titan made their debut in 2000 and started by dominating lower tier tournaments. By 2003, SK hit their full stride. They proceeded to win 5 S-tier tournaments, including 3 of the 4 majors that took place in 2003. The team included pioneers Heaton and Potty, who would set a high bar for early CS.
You know, Potty's the brains, Heaton's the brawn. He's known for the spraying, more kind of brawly, active style.
In 2004, we'd see the release of Counter-Strike Source. However, we'd see a split in the community due to an abundance of differences between the games. CSS would go big in North America, but stay small in Europe, which limited international growth. CS 1.6 continued to be a more competitive game, so we'll stick with that timeline. For the next 3 years, teams would toss around trophies, but no one was able to hold on to it. That is until 2007 arrived, where we'd see Fnatic string together an impressive 5 wins at S-tier tournaments, despite not taking home any major victories. But 2009, that was the glow up. They placed first and second at both majors that took place that year. This team would eventually introduce us to Forest and Clutch God Get Right.
Not checking the first one, Get Right, letting them through. There's a 1-2, goes for the triple Get Right, shutting down every single member coming through.
Then in 2010, Na'Vi would take the reins, gobbling up all 3 major championships that year, making history. They were the first team to win all international major tournaments in the same year.
From Navi. Surely they're going to kill him. And Navi will win the Intel Extreme Masters Season 4 for Counter-Strike 1.6.
They'd stay dangerous into 2012, racking up more trophies before the world shifted. The 1.6 years would lay the foundation for several major esports organizations like Fnatic, NIP, EG, SK, and more. The game helped pave the path for early esports and build the first dynasties. But in 2012, everything changed. Valve dropped Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
I'm gonna molly him then.
Okay. I just got mollied.
Suddenly, prize pools were bigger.
We're getting million-dollar tournaments.
The pressure was heavier.
Are you kidding me?
And the world was watching.
Listen to this arena.
The teams who dominated 1.6 were forced to migrate. Would we see the same level of dominance from teams like Na'Vi or Fnatic? Our first CSGO Titans were ninjas in pajamas, reigning from 2012 to 2013, putting on the most dominant LAN streak in Counter-Strike history. 87 wins and 0 losses. The run ended April 5th, 2013, when Virtus Pro finally took them down at Star Series LAN. A historic moment.
That's going to be it. 16-14. They lose the first map versus Pro, the first team in history to beat NIP on land.
A big reason for the streak, Ninjas in Pajamas was led by legendary 1.6 duo Get Right and Forest, who were practically untouchable. They were so good, but not just because of the big names. They were one of the first elite teams to take CSGO seriously. Most of the other top 1.6 teams thought that CSGO was just a phase and that everyone would return to 1.6, but NIP didn't wait. And even if competition wasn't as fierce, 87-0 is a god-tier achievement.
It was just very cool and surprising to see that you actually can be so dominant in a game, and also that you were one of the best players at the same time. That's probably my biggest success.
Then came the Fnatic era. In 2014, they cemented themselves as elite with 5 S-tier championships. But 2015 would be their year. Fnatic became the first team to win 2 back-to-back majors, along with 7 S-tier events in a single year. They weren't just good, they were terrifying.
It's a one-on-one, he misses that shot, there's 25 seconds left and he's got 6 health. And he's gonna go with a CZ. Sprays here, Existence trapped in the corner, now 20 seconds, he gets the ace! Are you kidding? Oh my god, Fnatic, they win that round.
Little teenage Leek remembers watching this team dominate these events live and being flabbergasted by what they were able to accomplish. Their 4-player core consisting of JW, Flusha, Crims, and Olafmeister was one of the most deadly lineups ever assembled. JW was a hyper-aggressive opper who could break up opposing teams' rhythms and plays. Flusha was so good that other pros would accuse him of cheating, and either Olafmeister or Crims could take over the match at a moment's notice. From 2016 to 2017, the scene was extremely competitive with teams constantly trading blows back and forth. No single team could hold on to the crown for long. Every event would show a different winner. That said, some teams deserve an honorable mention. Virtus.pro stayed in the top tier for years, riding their Polish powerhouse lineup, and Luminosity Gaming would become the team that single-handedly destroyed NACS's dreams. In 2018, the definitive best team ever stepped forward. You already know who it is. I know who it is. It's Astralis. 3 back-to-back major wins, a feat no team has ever matched, and honestly, it might never happen again. What made them so different? Every player on Astralis could frag. Their utility usage was in a league of its own. They had Glaive, one of the smartest and most dedicated IGLs of all time, and Zonic, a coach who studied opponents down to their daily morning routine. But most of all, they played selfless Counter-Strike. No ego or hero plays unless it was absolutely necessary. They weren't 5 individual players, they were a hive mind. Competitors just could not keep up with Prime Astralis. This team looked like they would never fall from grace.
1 versus 4 and he's gonna get a headshot. Follow. Oh, what? No way! He actually makes it work. That has to be just pure out, just divine intervention.
But 2020 would introduce an uncontrollable force that would affect not just Astralis, but everyone.
Marks the first day of our quarantine in lockdown.
It's the worst year of a lot of people's lives out there. We'll also not hold a single CSGO major. Gigantic changes.
COVID hit the CS scene like a freight train. The next major, ESL1 Rio, was canceled. Tournaments went online. Rosters shifted, and teams burned out. By the time the next major rolled around in 2021, Astralis' dynasty had already started to crumble, and with their fall came a new wave of hungry contenders. Hey, if you made it this far into the video, leave a comment down below and include your favorite CSGO team of all time. That way, I know you made it this far. So, who would fill Astralis' massive shoes? Well, to be honest, there hasn't been another team that's dominated the highest level of CS for an extended period of time. We started to see teams that dominate by the year, like Navi, who took over 2021. Navi won the PGL Major and dominated 6 of the 11 S-tier events that year. That's more than half the calendar year. They had a stacked roster, but one player stood out like a sore thumb. While looking through the events to see who was the MVP in each one, I had to do a double take. Surely I can't be reading this right. Of the 7 wins Navi had that year, Simple was the MVP in every one. Unreal impact.
Nitro does have a Molotov and another smoke, so it could be really rough for Simple to actually get through this. He's going to throw the AWP in. Oh my god! Simple, what is happening?
When 2022 rolled around, Navi had already passed the baton to FaZe. FaZe was a super team built with talent throughout the world. They became the first multinational roster to win a major and were kings of the comeback, constantly reversing 4v5s by staying calm and enacting good teamwork. They'd win 3 S-tier tournaments that took place in 2022 and start battling with Vitality into 2023, where the 2 teams traded tournament wins back and forth. In 2023, Vitality took the crown by winning the only major of the year, and they did it with a fusion of old and new. Ex-Astralis legends Magist, Dupree, and Zonic brought structure, while Zywoo, one of the only players rivaling Simple's peak, brought the firepower.
But that means Zywoo gets to just farm headshots.
And he takes another 4!
They ended the year with 4 S-tier trophies, and the cat I'm trying to record. Hi! Welcome into my room. They ended the year with 4 S-tier trophies and the Major, easily the most complete team of the year. Then came the shift, Counter-Strike 2. A new engine, new utility mechanics, better performance. But the soul of CS stayed intact. And from the shadows, Na'Vi returned, this time without Simple, yet still dominant. They took the first CS2 Major and added 3 more S-tier wins to their legacy. But Na'Vi weren't alone at the top. Spirit stepped up with rising superstar Donk, a player whose aim had been compared to Simple at the best. They captured the second CS2 Major and grabbed multiple trophies, with Donk treating every match like a frag movie where he needed to give Foon a run for his money.
Dispatches of him, and look at Donk do it! That's disgusting! Revolting from Donk!
Now we've reached 2025, where Vitality looks strong, but without another Major under their belt, they're not quite Titans yet. Since Astralis' fall in 2020, we haven't seen a team rule for years the way they did. Instead, we've seen year-by-year dynasties. Na'Vi in 2021, FaZe in 2022, Vitality in 2023, and now with CS2 in full swing, Spirit, Vitality, and Na'Vi are trading blows, but no one has seized the crown for good. As CS2 takes the reins, which team will write the next chapter in this legacy? Right now, the field is wide open. CS2 is still fresh, the mechanics, the meta, the maps, they're all still evolving. The next Titan hasn't fully emerged, but you'll know when they do, because once they start winning, they won't stop. So, could the greatest team of all time still be ahead of us? In my opinion, probably not. The competition now is too fierce, and when you're a Titan, you've got a target on your back. The rest of the scene will put in overtime just to beat you. But CS2 offers something new, more refined mechanics, more connected scenes, and even hungrier players. If a team can master the game, adapt to the shifting meta, and prioritize each other above all, we might just witness the next great dynasty. Not just the best in CS2, but the best to ever do it. We may not know who the next Titan is just yet, but they're out there. Grinding, watching, and waiting.
CSGO changed my life completely, I would say. In CSGO I met a lot of people, in this sphere I met a lot of people. Some people became close to me, my close friends, and I just want to say thanks to them, because without them I wouldn't, I think, proceed as I did, and they helped me a lot. And at the beginning of my career, when I joined Na'Vi Junior, I was just thinking about being better as a person, being better as a player, and that's what I'm doing even right now. I'm just playing the game and trying to be the best and trying to be the best team as well. That's what I want to do right now. My goal is just to win everything as I can.
Hey guys, post-production Leak here. I just wanted to say I played CSGO since I was a kid, and I followed a lot of these teams throughout their eras. The game helped me get into esports, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I wanted to say thanks for watching.